Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and today we are featuring a battle with the one and only my brother, AceTroy. He has a YouTube, so you can go and check out his battles and crazy things below. But this is an interesting feature. I'm not doing it because he's my brother and all. I actually try to not feature him as much as possible because I have brotherly power like that. I've done it before, and I think he's gotten enough already. But he has the Liepard Smeargle strategy that I reviewed way back when as like one of the craziest, most awesome, strongest strategies ever. And since he actually went out and did it, sent me the battle video and all that, I'm like, well, this is actually a pretty entertaining thing for Fan Friday, so I want to see how this ends up working. Salaman's going with that Protect, probably anticipating something, and it worked out right there. So Smeargle gets that roleplay off, fake out onto the Salamence, kind of failed, and we're going to see what this Cresselia is going to be up to. Ooh, Trick Room. Trollolol, Cresselia just got destroyed right there. Oh my god, that's actually so hilarious. Just the way that breaks up, because the Trick Room and Prankster on both Pokemon, the Trick Room doesn't matter. Why is he withdrawing Liepard? I don't understand my brothers sometimes. Because the idea is that you're supposed to double Dark Void and then transform and then set up hard. But it looks like the Dark Void goes off anyway. He gets the switch in on the Kangaskhan. Fair enough. So it did work out. I was like, wait, well, it breaks through on Smeargle. I guess that's good enough. I was just trying to figure out like how he could have followed through with that Liepard a little better. But anyway, Kangaskhan's out. Trick Room is up though. I'm wondering why the opponent is running Trick Room with a Salamence. Is it just supposed to be a Protect Salamence? Like it just trolls around and tries to absorb hits? So Smeargle spamming that Dark Void, which is kind of interesting and hilarious. Salamence protects itself, though, and now we have Rhyperior asleep. And now that it's asleep, we get to see what Kangaskhan is up to. Power Punch. Hopefully, yeah, I was like, hopefully he hits the Rhyperior. And Rhyperior is a huge defensive tank, so it's not going to take much damage from this. Also, it has the Solid Rock ability if you play it right, so it takes even less damage from super effective hits. Salamence actually avoids that. Rhyperior wakes up, and that's pretty much like the worst case scenario right there. That Trick Room is going to make it to where, you know, this just does not go well for either Pokemon. There's the Brick Break onto Smeargle, just making sure that that little bastard's gone, and Kangaskhan is going to have some chance here to get even more Power-Up Punch. So Kangaskhan can come and win the game, right? Wow, critical hit for huge damage. Now at +3, Kangaskhan has a chance to go and kind of turn this around. And we do get to see who comes in next. My guess is Liepard. Because of that Prankster, you can kind of really set up some crazy things. And withdrawing on the Rhyperior. So Cresselia comes in, and Salamence goes out. So just, looks like the opponent's just trying to get set up against this Kangaskhan. And Mawile comes in with the Intimidate, dropping Kangaskhan's attack by 1, but it's already at +4, so it's still in a really good position. Liepard comes in for the Fake Out onto Cresselia, and Kangaskhan goes for the Sucker Punch, but it failed. I'm trying to figure out what just happened there. I guess because the opponent switched out, you know, Sucker Punch didn't really do much. Mawile getting that Sucker Punch in, not doing crazy amount of damage because this Mawile hasn't Mega Evolved. And Return on the Cresselia does almost no damage. So now Cresselia sets up that Trick Room again. And this is just a weird battle, just really slow and steady all around. Cresselia just kind of halts everything. Mawile's still not Mega, which is very confusing. And Salamence using, the Intimidate swap out right there, just dropping Kangaskhan even more. Going for that Sucker Punch, though, onto Mawile. Dang, getting a lot of damage right there, even for not being very effective. So that would be like a neutral hit because Kangaskhan's +2 right now. Since it didn't Mega Evolve, it looked like a Power Punch would have been a really strong option right there, just to bring everything back up. And now we get Swagger onto the Salamence, Play Rough into the Liepard. That's going to be a super effective hit, and Liepard goes down. Again, just a wonky battle all over the place. Dark Void strategies did work, but double Wake Up and all those switching did kind of take it away. And now it's just a comeback mode for the Typhlosion and Kangaskhan. So Rhyperior comes in, and that should be easy cleanup for Typhlosion. And whatever... Salamence going for that Protect. And whatever Kangaskhan's up to. So Kangaskhan getting that power punch in onto the Typhlosion, who protected itself, but the Eruption comes in against the Rhyperior. That has to be more than enough because Rhyperior has no special defense and Typhlosion hits like a truck. So Mawile comes back out, still not Mega, still interesting. The Salamence is just a hilarious little guy that, you know, it's like, I'm a threat, protect, switch out. I'm a threat, protect, switch out. And it's hilariously working. So now we have Cresselia coming in, Mawile going for that Sucker Punch on a Kangaskhan. It's kind of like a lose-lose situation right there. That, Kangaskhan went for the Sucker Punch and got Sucker Punched itself. I feel that Sucker Punch is kind of the bad option right now. Cresselia is not going to really attack that often. And Mawile could have just been a free power punch right there. But Typhlosion cleans up with that Eruption. Hopefully my brother doesn't fall for the Protect onto Salamence again. I would be very upset if he did. So there's the Intimidate. Dropping Kangaskhan's attack yet again. It's almost neutral now. So opponent playing this very well. There's the Protect. There's the Thunder Wave from that Cresselia. Ooh. Interesting to have Thunder Wave and Trick Room on the same Pokemon because it kind of defeats the purpose. Typhlosion's paralyzed. Kangaskhan gets Power Punch. Oh, wow. Good prediction right there. Even though it's not gaining, or not doing a lot of damage, you are still gaining that attack. Setting up for the later parts of the battle. And we finally get to see what Salamence decides to do when it attacks. So Salamence protects itself. We get that Eruption from Cresselia. Or onto Cresselia. Ooh, big hit right there. That's why Typhlosion's the boss. That's why I love him. And Twisted Dimensions return to normal. Sucker Punch from the Kangaskhan. Is that good night? I think that is a survival, but Salamence gets that Dragon Claw in before it goes down. Not doing enough to KO, but still a good amount of damage. Eruption, is it enough? And it is enough, even though Typhlosion's hit points dropped low and Salamence had that resistance, it was still good. Alright, fair enough. Good battle. Go watch AceTroy on YouTube, subscribe to him and all that. He's my brother. He makes Pokemon strategies, he makes battles, he does a lot of things. He's pretty decent, pretty okay. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a nice day.